I'd like to welcome Chris Chapman, who's joining us this evening for TSB Zoom. Hi, Chris, how are you doing?
Hello. Hello. How are you, Jason? How is everybody? Hello. Yes, so in your muted way, I can hear you responding, and I think there are some familiar faces out there. So thank you everybody for coming along, and we can talk about hooray Blu-ray things.
I've got Ian McLachlan. Ian, are you there to ask a question?
Is there any news about any possible monochrome release, Chris?
Okay, so a recurring theme with this will be how I can't tell you anything about the future precisely, but obviously we are heading towards, we are equally in love with the black and white stories as we are the rest of Doctor Who. So it will happen, but I can't tell you anything more than that at the moment. I mean, it will happen with the same degree of love from us as any other season. So you will, absolutely, people like John Wiles and those figures. I think people like John Wiles and even people like David Whittaker, I feel like we just haven't talked about enough. There are these slightly invisible black and white figures in Doctor Who's history where we get so sidetracked by how wonderful Verity Lambert is, and she was wonderful, but there were these other figures who just seem like musty old men in suits who I want to hear more about. So I would love to dig deeper into that. And I don't think, I saw somebody commenting online today saying, they need to do it quick or everybody will be dead. And it needs to be right as well. It needs to be right. And I think a lot of the challenge of the black and white seasons is the restoration involved and the length of those series is. I think if they'd been making 14 episode runs back then, you would have definitely seen them sooner. But those are big beasts. And I think not from the VAM point of view, but from the restoration point of view, it's a big thing to tackle, and it's taking a bit longer. I think the kind of serendipity of that, if you like, is that it hopefully will mean that they'll be more complete by the time they come out. And this has been discussed a lot, but there's not a real kind of connection between the animations and the Who-rays. But the Who-rays, the collections will absolutely take advantage of the animations. And if more stories are animated, that is absolutely to the benefit of those collections when they come out. So I'd rather a more complete season than to get something out now. And we are banking kind of a couple of key things with key contribs I know have been put in the can. So there's a sense of we're not being too naive about this. But I'll be very excited to work on those ones. And as you say, there are tributes and loads of different types of films you can make because it's just as vivid an era of Doctor Who as any other.